Welcome to Trapping Ain't Dead, another day, another dollar. Peep gang. It's your boy Munch. I'm here with my co-host, long time no see. What's good, Janae?
Good, you gotta come in with more energy than that. We've been out for like
I don't
5 fucking months. You
but
can't
I don't
come
want
in all mellow.
No, because this shit's gonna echo. That's why I hate having the headphones on. If I had it in my ear, it would have been fine. But yeah, that's what it is.
What's good?
I'm chilling, man. You know, I'm living life, man. I'm alive.
Yeah,
I can't complain.
I feel you. Same here. It's definitely good to be back. It's been a minute.
I know, man. Today we got my dog Zaybo with me.
What's good? What's good?
What's good, dog?
All these batteries.
I should just took the batteries from you, huh? Shit.
Hey, Zaybo.
What's good?
That's not your real name, though, right?
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Zaybo is the name.
The nickname.
The people call me.
I should have known that because my nephew's name is Isaiah and we call him Zaybo.
Yeah, he got it from me.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay. I got to let my brother know that.
Got it from me.
Well, you're really special because you're joining us on our inaugural show back for this season. So
Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
Me and Munch go way back.
Mm-hmm.
Like real way back.
Way back.
When he mentioned it to me, I was like, yo, I'll be there.
That's what's up. Yeah. So what are we talking about today?
Yeah, man. You know, my dog. So, I mean, we can start. You know, that hot low news. You know, hot topics. What's good?
Don't put it on me.
Nah, like.
The stuff. Okay.
Nah, I ain't putting it on you. But what's the
topic? Congratulations, Andrew Gillum. I mean,
Yeah,
how dope
that was dope.
That. Oh my gosh.
Yep. Going
crazy.
ape shit.
Y'all voted, right?
Yeah, I actually met him when he was in this building.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so.
Shout out to Tribe.
That was a proud moment right there.
We got to do that. We got to do that plug. You know, Tribe. We at Tribe today. It's something new. So
Yeah, this is a cool place to record. I like it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, co-working space, you know what I'm saying? You know, first, it's the first, you know, black-owned, black managed, you know, co-working space. Huh? In Miami. Yeah, first, you know. Yeah, it's the first,
Definitely gotta support this.
yeah, first, you know, space called Tribe. It's the first in Miami, Overtown, you know, so.
But I think we got to go back and talk about how big that was for Gillum.
Oh, of course.
Right, we definitely got
Yeah.
that. And we got to talk about that next step because that was only part one.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was surprised so many of our peers really thought that was the home run.
Really? Oh, they thought he won?
Yeah. Twitter. I checked on
like,
Twitter and was
come
like,
on,
what
come
the
on.
fuck wrong with y'all, man?
Come on, come sit in my civics class.
You know what I'm saying?
What is you doing?
Come sit in my, yeah.
Democratic nomination.
It's just part one.
We need y'all ass to get back up in November and more of y'all because like 20-30% of registered voters voted. That's just an issue to me. Like
all the FAMU alumni homecoming it's going to be Gillum coming.
Oh yeah, Gillum coming. I like that.
Like that's the only thing we should be paying attention to. He should be at the game, halftime.
You already know.
We need to pass around an offering plate at the game.
We need y'all to show up.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that percentage is so low. I know we can never get 100% turnout, but definitely it's easy to flip this state if we just show the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we have to.
And the numbers kind of prove that right now. You know, we came out in record numbers, dog. Like,
Yeah, especially our age group too.
You wouldn't have won without the black vote and millennial vote. Like he needed that, and they showed up. And I'm proud of y'all, but I need y'all to come out a little bit more. Bring your cousin. I got to.
And also,
throw them out. They registered to vote, but they ain't go vote.
And then at the same time, we need more people to be knowledgeable on a lot of things. That's like, don't just follow the hype either. You know, because you know Gillum won, but another race was Renee Gordon. She won as a judge. You know.
I thought she's in a runoff. I don't know.
Yeah, she was in the runoff. That's what I'm saying. She was able to get in that runoff. You know. Who else? We got a lot of judges that got in there.
That was good.
So we, you know, Said didn't get it, but James Bush got it. But you know, it's still a home team. So
I mean, I feel like Cedric didn't get it because, you know, the Miami Hero put out that bullshit piece.
Yeah. Like they was patting him on the back.
Yeah.
But they knew they was kind of throwing him on the bus.
Yeah, because his whole community was going to try to flip. But y'all gotta understand that man, like when he came on the show and said he organized the Young Democrats. You know, that was the first time I even knew there was a Miami-Dade Young Dems. I didn't even know it was that local to us. You know what I'm saying? And he organized all that. He like, so the millennials that's in the Democratic Party right now is credit to, you know, Cedric McMinn, like, truth be told, because nobody was gathering and getting people involved. And that was way back in like 2012 when I was, you know, seeing him moving and shaking around.
Yeah, and I just feel like that just goes to show why you need representation in the newsroom.
Yeah.
And who was the power structure and who thought that would be okay. And I honestly feel like it was probably a play. Don't quote me on this. I'm saying allegedly, but I feel like that was a play on Bush's camp, like to put that out there for him, because we all know the dynamic of the black community. Who are super voters, old black women, they're religious people. So it's not like Cedric ever hid his sexuality in his relationship, but it wasn't something to be pushed out there. He was kind of forced to have to talk about it in a way that was unfair to me. And I feel like he did all that work just for it to be taken from him from a silly article for people to put it out.
Bad timing.
Yeah, like the timing was terrible. Like, put it out after he wins. Like, you know the dynamic of the community. What made you think that would be okay?
Exactly.
That was stolen from him. I'm not okay with that. And I will be doing a think piece on that, because the Miami Herald, like, what the fuck were y'all thinking?
Yeah.
Well, you know, the Miami Herald doesn't look like us, and if you go in that newsroom.
Well, I know that.
So I've been in that newsroom and I was like, shit, ain't nobody in there under 40.
Come on now, they old and white.
Old and white.
So
you
they
know what I'm
ain't
saying?
thinking about, you know.
They ain't thinking about that. They don't even know. So it is what it is. That's why you gotta support, you know, people like Miami Times and Hollow News. You know, I'm gonna keep plugging them all the time.
And All Like Minds Media, come on.
You know, yeah, All Like Minds Media, we got videos and stuff, but y'all the real, you know, y'all give the people the real subject matter. You know, we just give insight to look.
Well, we trying.
You know.
Keep forever hollow.
Yeah, we gonna keep pushing. You know, hopefully we get a regular segment on here. You know.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? But let's what's the hot topics? You know. If you wanna talk
so Gillum.
Gillum's one.
All these black people that got into office, millennials and black women. This is a really chocolatey election.
You know. What about did the governor Abrams? Did she in Georgia? Did she get it?
I don't know.
I don't think she.
And it was another.
I don't think they had their election. And I think Ben
Jealous.
Yeah.
And then Ben Jealous is what, in Maryland.
Yeah. So it's those three.
Shout out to Ben Jealous who did the foreword of one of these the Reach book by B Me. That's He helped co-write the book with Travian Short as this Reach book right here. Yeah.
Okay, it's sitting right in front of us.
Yeah.
That's what's up. But I definitely wanted to give a shout out to the ladies. Like, it was so many women. This year, and that looked like dope. Me. And that was pretty cool. And to see a lot of them take office, that was cool too. So I feel like there's a pulse in the political world where we've seen like a slow change. And I think Trump has something to do with that. I think people see his bullshit and they're like, okay, we can't just sit.
Yep.
And being a civics teacher, it was great for me because it was real life, and I was able to bring it into the classroom, and the students was like, all right.
What are those lessons like?
You know,
you got a lot of material with
the first week of school, I have a law studies class, and told them, hey, we went over the primary election process.
Can you share where you work?
I work at Carrie P. Meat, Westview.
Okay.
I teach 7th grade civics and 8th grade world history and 7th grade law studies.
The same middle school he went to.
Oh, wow.
I ain't go to the school.
What?
I hung out at the school. Played basketball at the school.
You went to South Miami, huh?
I went to South. My mom sent me.
I forgot. That was Ranso that went.
Yeah, after Rainbow Park, she was like, you're going down south.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why I thought you was at.
Yeah, but I played football, basketball. I leave school sometimes and walk to my sister's house around the corner with the kids. So they see me in school, they see me out of school, they see me on the weekend.
Okay.
Talk about that life balance.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I balance
Because
very well.
this is the most balanced person I know.
Yeah. I'm professional, ratchet. I love ratchet activities. I love being in ratchet venues. But I'm a teacher, and that's my profession. And I think I'm the best at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I'm the best 7th grade civics teacher in
so
Miami-Dade County.
Yeah. So hit him with them stats.
So all
hit him with them
those
facts, man. Hit him with the facts.
Top 40 educators in Miami-Dade. I kind of took offense to that one that Isaiah Thomas wasn't on that list. because nobody's done what I
talk that talk. I'm giving you your space to talk that talk. Come on, tell them why you the best.
2013, my first year as a civics teacher, I came to Westview, and the civics, that was the first year of the civics EOC exam. So they had a 24% proficiency rate. 24% of the seventh graders passed. My first year, I took that 24 to 44. 44 to 59, 59 to 72, and last year we had 80%.
That's what's up.
So over 4 years, 24% to 80%.
Gains.
And the district, I tell them all the time, your gain's not reflecting my gain, so I probably could teach a lot of people in that office something when it comes to dealing with our kids.
That's what's up. And I think that having a black male teacher and a young teacher in there is probably like a game changer. How do the kids receive you?
It's very funny because a lot of them like, oh, you and my brother the same. Well, I saw you on my sister Instagram. I saw you on my brother Instagram. And it's like, I tell them, I grew up in this neighborhood, so you may see me out at the park. You may see me walking down the street. You may see me you may pass the block and Mr. Thomas out there talking to his homies. So it is what it is. Like, I'm out and about, and I tell them, if I can do it, I'm from this neighborhood. So everything I've done in this neighborhood, I went to college, came back, and I came back for you guys. So.
What school you went to?
I went to FAMU, the best university.
Of course, a Rattler would say that. I bet you guys are on cloud nine right now because Gillum's a Rattler. Like,
I walked in school the other day with my Rattler hat.
As if you couldn't tell a FAMU Rattler anything before. You definitely can't tell they ass shit now.
Yeah, come on. The highest.
Highest is 7 Hills, huh?
The
highest is 7 Hills. So yeah, we'll give y'all that.
It's crazy that I have all that school spirit when I was in school.
You didn't?
No.
Nah. I never watched the full
football game?
FAMU football game.
I mean, why would you?
Like, we used to go to the game second quarter. Go in the stands.
Were the games good?
Man, I remember coming up there with y'all. We never went inside.
We'll go to game second quarter, watch the band, and go back downstairs. Atlanta Classic, we'll walk in the dome and we'll just walk around.
Okay.
So, my first homecoming back after I graduated, I was like, yo, I love this school.
Oh, wow. So you got that pride.
Yeah, it started
leaving and coming.
I appreciate it.
So what made you go into education?
I always wanted to be a teacher from high school. It was not having that teacher that I could relate to in high school, middle school, elementary. And I got in a lot of trouble in school. Like, I had a principal last year. I told her to look up my name, and I could see the referrals from when I was in school.
Wait, they still got that record in there?
Yeah. Like, all you have to do is type the person's name.
Oh, Lord.
And they were looking at my referrals, and it was like, Mr. Thomas, you was... And I was like, it wasn't that I was a bad kid. It was very few people in the building that could relate to me and talk to me and be like, yo, chill out. Or do it different. And I wanted to be that advocate in the building for kids from my neighborhood that I could relate to. So I was like, yo, I'll be a teacher. This is my 5th year teaching. And I told myself I was going to do 5 years in the classroom, but I'm starting to like kids more than I like adults. Dealing with adults. So I don't know if I just passed the Feely, so I'll be certified to be an administrator in the state of Florida. So
that's what's up.
That's my future, but wherever God takes me, that's where I'll be.
Yeah. That's what's up. And like you said, we need representation. We need people like you in the classroom.
And that's another thing. For all you people out there that teach and you guys don't take that seriously, like, find another
job.
Find something
just
else.
Fucking up people's life.
Find something else.
But you could tell the teachers, like, when you was in school, like, couldn't you tell the teachers who really ain't give a fuck about their job?
Yeah. They just sat there and just, told you whatever.
This my craft. I take it serious. So
I love it.
Don't half step when it comes to our kids. Don't half step when it comes to teaching, because you couldn't find anything else to do. So you try to become a teacher. And don't do that. If you ain't in it for the kids, if your heart ain't in it,
but it's real.
I see the effects of it, and I don't want, just like if you was a doctor or whatever, you don't want anyone to water down your craft. Don't water down the teaching profession. Yeah. Find something else to do.
That's great. What else we got? Hot topics.
Well, I thought we was into Zay right now.
Yeah, I mean, Zay got a lot. You know, this man be moving. You know what I'm saying? Like we do a lot of shit. Huh?
You know what? A hot topic.
A long time.
Since a long time.
Yeah.
Like, we started.
Dog, we used to be on Twitter. So we used to be on Twitter. Whatever it was, like
2000.
It had to be like 2010.
Yeah.
And before that.
Twitter helped me through college. Passed a lot of time on that timeline.
Man, look, let me tell you. All I remember is we used to go back and forth.
Yeah.
Remember doing like I guess it was like just spitting facts, and like we was the only, that was before that woke word came out. We was just like, y'all know that this, y'all know this, y'all know that. Like,
and I know people are just like, damn, they're annoying.
They're annoying.
But it was like, I bet now a lot of people tell me they appreciate like, oh, I was able to go look up things on my own. But it was like,
that's what's up.
I always feel like if I got it, everyone else around me should have access to it.
So y'all wasn't on Twitter talk about Haitians and gay people?
Nah.
Ooh, who am I talking about?
I've been there for.
I ain't gonna say I never did.
That's one debate I hate, but I understand. In Miami, people on the outside would look and say, "Oh, Haitian and blacks, y'all the same people." But in Miami, it's a little different. We all want.
Let's let the audience. Let's back it up. I made that comment because hip hop, superstars now, city girls who are from Miami, have been in some issues, recently. Matter of fact, the same night as Gillum getting elected, shit erupted on Twitter. Some old tweets came up, and they're talking about Haitians and dark-skinned people and gay people. And us in Miami, we understand the jokes. Unfortunately, we say a lot of stupid shit. I didn't care for it, but I got it in the sense like it's taken out of context. Free JT all day.
I
ain't gonna lie.
When I say I rock with the city girls, like the first song I was like, yo, this a hit. And I saw people I was like, yo, y'all hating. This is a real
dog.
hit. And
I didn't think
I didn't think it would get to this point, but they're a true representation of Miami. If you like it, if you don't, that's Miami.
I agree. And here's the thing: anybody from the crib, I support them. And I want them to do well. So I want them to bounce out of this. But I just feel that Carisha's response wasn't the best. And I get it; it's honest. Like I get everything that she's saying, but it's certain talk, especially when you get to a certain level. It's like we got to understand, like that's. That comfortable
when they get out of
But when you saying that shit in the public, you get ripped apart, and it's unfortunate. But that's the society we live in, because these are people that's buying your records. So if they ain't buying it, and you offended them, like you ain't gonna be able to eat. So you got
exactly.
It's a
and you just did the JT did it. No, matter of fact, she did Drip with Kiddo.
And I would hate for.
And it's gonna bring up my
those
thing
tweets was 2012.
Yeah, it's like 2011, 2012.
Some of them were about up to 2017.
Oh well, because what they was telling me was old. You know,
some of them were very old, and some of them like as recent as last
year.
And
that's something else to talk about. And I think we touched bases on it a few times on the show with the Haitian and the black community. That's a big thing, And then you got the Haitian. I mean, not the Haitian, but you got the Caribbean community in general, and then blacks. So they don't. That's something that needs to be talked about. But at the same time, we still have to be empathetic to them, because it's like you see how we saying, oh, it's a joke. It's that's some joke, but to them, and I got a homie named Emerson who straight Zoe, and he'll tell you, man, we don't fuck with y'all because of that shit. That's the main reason, you know what I'm saying, that they pretty much keep their distance, because, they got ranked on, picked on all growing up. So imagine you growing up and this was your reality, you know what I'm saying? Not, the whole world is trying to make a joke out of this shit. But that y'all don't try to move past.
It's a Haitians versus Yanks thing that comes out every year. So from what I understand is like the Haitians ranking the Americans and vice versa. And trust me, I don't been on the other end of that from Haitians, Jamaicans, Bahamian. Like they go into and they'll say, "Oh, you lazy. Your parents are poor. You don't know your history. All this." Like so, they go into as well. So it's this thing that we do here in Miami. I think the world is seeing, and it looks weird from the outside. It's like, what are y'all? Why y'all ranking each other?
Because they don't know we're the most. They think Miami. We're a melting pot. We're a diverse city, but at the same time, we divided. I always say that, like, we diverse, but we divided too, because you got Lil Haiti, you got Miramar, where we know all the Jamaicans at. You know what I'm saying? You got New Orleans area. Yeah, you got on the east side. You feel me? You got it's always gonna be on the east side. North Miami Beach, they're all that way. Little Haiti, North Miami Beach, North Miami, they all on the east side. So and then you got on the west, you got the Hispanics. You know, we all and then think about that. We in Miami, we couple, and I was just talking to a young girl that was in my class today about you know how it's not right, but we group all Hispanics as Cuban.
Yeah.
Like we just paint that broad brush like, oh, all of them are Cuban. And realistically, it's more South Americans in my neighborhood than it is Cubans.
And you'll have a lot of
and you got a lot of similarities.
Tell you straight up, yo, I'm not Cuban. Don't call it like.
Oh yeah, they are. So
those divides are across cultures, but I think this is a learning experience for the city girls, and I think they realize, yo, we are really somebody. Like, we got to be mindful of what we say. And I wish them luck, and I hope this a learning lesson for them. I told Jatavia before she went out, I said, yo, my students love you. Like, like you met JT.
Look at you giving inside names. You know them for real.
But I told her, like, yo, my students love you. Like, you guys got to be mindful of that too.
Yeah. Man, I can't tell you how many times, you know, they hear that dun dun. They thought I remember one time I was playing with the kids and I played the old sample. You know what I mean? Before before that song comes in, right? And they thought it was that, but they got so hyped. I was like, nah, that ain't it, dog. But they love that song. Like this summer camp we just had, dog, they love that song. Like they love the City Girls.
They taking Miami music. They took it to another level.
And that's why I want them to bounce back from this. And I get it because, you know, we all say dumb shit and do dumb shit when we younger. It's just hoping that they learn.
It was a problem.
Yeah, like, you know, and let's move on from it. And I hope that, you know, you're apologetic about, like, not even, I just sometimes people won't understand it. Like, I think her fans want them to know why it was offensive. And I think her initial response was very dismissive. So it was like, damn, bitch, we support you. And you like, fuck us, like, whatever. I said what I said. Then later you came back with the full apology with the real PR thing. And I feel like her PR team totally fucked that up. That should have been the first thing that came out. And she shouldn't have been, take her fucking phone.
Remember.
And put out the release and let her go make that money.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Delete them tweets.
And that's another thing I seen. Let's talk about that.
Forever.
No, but let's talk about that because I mean, you made a post about it today. You know about we was gonna go to delete stuff, and it wasn't just you. I seen a whole bunch of people like, man, I'm finna go delete. I'm finna go to Twitter. I'm like, man, fuck that. Whatever y'all find on me is whatever y'all find. I would answer the question. I'll talk about it.
I always told my friends this in college. I tell my mama that. I say my social media. It's me. Like, it's what Zaybo is what I stand for. Is me, and I would love for my kids. If I'm 50 years old, I can hand them my phone. And I can say you could go back to my tweets from 2010. And scroll, and that's how your dad felt. That's my diary.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
And that's how I feel about it as well. And I mean, even though I'm saying I'm gonna go back and delete, I probably won't. If some shit come up or whatever, if I will, like, say if I'm on the verge of like stardom, I'd be like, let's go through.
I have searched some stuff and was like,
yeah, me too.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you know.
But I get what you're saying. It is like a diary. Like, even if I said some dumb shit, I kind of want you to see, like, let me see how the progression
see how the fuck I grew. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like me, like I know I say a whole bunch of radical, crazy shit.
I use all the time.
What?
I ain't gonna say it, but it was a word I used all the time throughout college. And I said, man, let me search this word in my name. Oh, these tweets getting deleted.
What word?
what word this was, man?
You can't. Bad word.
You can't. Nigga, nah. Bitch, hoe.
Skeezer.
A skeezer?
Yeah, I used to.
Nigga. I never all the bad shit.
I never was you a bitch. That I never did.
You felt like skeezer was. You could have left them tweets.
Yeah, I use skeezer like. Oh my
man,
God.
He used that. You still use that shit. I swear to God.
You could have left.
You got a song.
I got a song. Y'all boys never released that song. It was one night in college.
I remember them saying you had something, but I don't.
And the mic was on. It was live. I tapped it. I say drop the beat. I made a song
about skeezers.
Man,
we ain't offended by that, Zaybo. You could have left them skeezer tweets.
I don't like that.
Speaking of Tally, man, you started something special up there that you do every year.
Oh, yeah.
And I wanted to shed light on it. The Miami Boys Pool Party.
Yeah, Miami Boys Pool Party. We started 2008, 2009 school year. That was our freshman year.
Yeah.
It was just some young dudes, me, Benedict, the coach from Carrot City.
Carrot City, yeah.
Hippolyte?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was Spider, Tony. It was just a group of us from Miami.
Mm-hmm.
It was like we was going to pool parties. It was like, man, we throw out. We going to everybody else's pool parties, making them fun, jumping in the water.
And that was when y'all was. I remember around that time, Ranso and Bird was doing. Bird was doing the blogs.
Yeah.
And he started doing the blogs with the shoes.
Everybody was doing blogs.
Yeah, that was when blogs.
Tiny Chat.
The vlog.
We used to have Tiny Chat booming in college. Like we'll be like, hey, we created a Tiny Chat room every. Yeah. We get on there, it's 300 people in the chat. We was like, yo.
Wow.
One day I say, yo, we could do like people. We go to the club, we walk in Chubby's in Tallahassee, and we post it, and you just see like a crowd start to shift where we at. I was like, yo, we got influence. Let's make some money. Let's do something. So we just threw a pool party, and it shut. Bo Weezy had a pool party, and at that time, Bo Weezy and Tally. Was and top. He left his pool party and came to our pool party.
What year was this that you guys started it?
2008, 2009. We had it at Seminole Suites our freshman year.
Okay.
And we just, every year, and what made it not special, but why I probably won't stop doing Miami Boys Pool Party. And I told myself the last time, I was like, yo, you getting old. I'm going to pass it. But I want to pass it to somebody else. Jared was one of our homies, and he died our freshman year in college. So that was his pool party. He was there, and we was like, that's our time for everybody to come back, and we remember Jared. So we started the Jared Lewis Foundation, and this year we gave away 4 scholarships to students from Miami that's going to FAMU.
Oh, that's amazing.
We tied the Miami Boys Weekend in with the Jared Lewis Foundation. And Miami Boys Weekend, I tell people, I don't think many people doing what we're doing when it comes to a pool party.
Well, tell us about the weekend. What do you expect that weekend?
Man, that
when
shit
you
like
come
that
to
shit
a
like
Miami Boys Weekend. I've never been, so let me know what it's like.
Ratchet activities.
Ratchet activities. But remember Dimp Week.
Give me details. The listeners need details.
All right, so Friday night we always do the club. We used to do a block party. CTA, Blue and his crew, they used to do a block party.
Okay.
And it's always about unity. Because we were all from different areas of Miami, and we were in Tallahassee, and we got into a lot of stuff that freshman year. Like, I told my mom some of the stuff we got into, and she was like, boy, you was in college, what? And we was doing guns for laptops with the locals.
You know.
They wanted laptops, we wanted guns. It was like, we was like, yo, we up here for school, like, what are we doing?
Why does everybody go up to FAMU and lose their goddamn mind?
What it was,
it's called.
Where we from,
and be fighting
Miami,
and doing crazy shit.
Everybody, you stay in your lane in Miami, right? So we get up there, and it's like, yo, we're not them street dudes, but we ain't green. Like, you're not just gonna disrespect. And it was like a lot of disrespect going on. It was like, yo, y'all go for this. And we got into it with Tampa, Duval, the Alphas, the Qs, the football players. It was a lot.
Yeah.
So, and the crazy part about it, a girl recently, it's our 10-year anniversary for being on the Hill, and they have homecoming. They having a 10-year homecoming. And the girl was like, you were terrible, but you had a 4.0 GPA. And
see what I mean
education was always first.
I know. I'm saying, please teach the listeners how to do that.
Used to be like,
I'm a party, but school is always first.
I remember coming up there a few times, and I was like, why the fuck I ain't go to FAM? Like, I was like, damn, dog, I should have listened.
I have a homie, Ranso. People really think to this day that he went to FAMU because he was up there so much.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. And he had a whole job down here, but he knew on the weekend or when he was off, he was making his way to Tallahassee. But Miami Boys Weekend is all about unity. Yeah. We were all from different parts of Miami. Some of us knew each other since we were little, from high school, and we all just linked up and we was like, yo, you don't got nothing to eat, I got you.
Exactly.
We leaned on each other while we were up there, and I told the alphas, they like the little player stuff, took us to a house out in the woods in Tallahassee, and I told them, yo, I don't need a fraternity.
Yeah.
Like, I have my boys from the crib.
You know what I'm saying?
So you never pledged?
Nah, I don't.
Yeah.
And they threw me off one day. They said, we're going to make you guys into men. And I asked the dude, I say, so you trying to tell me every man I know that don't wear those colors not a man? You can't make me into a man. And
that's something that
they
let's
threw
talk
me
about
off.
that.
They threw me off with that.
It's like a lot of frats turn a lot of people off like that.
Like,
because I know that was the same thing that was said to me. It was like,
we're gonna make you into a man. Like that. Nah. But I had my boys.
That used to be my thing. Like, how the fuck are you gonna do that?
Yeah, I had my boys, so we was our own fraternity.
I know, like, what happens?
Yeah,
you know the Greek people. They real.
Yeah, I'm
let's
straight.
not lose our Greek listeners. You know what? I want to invite one on if they can. Whatever they can talk about it. I want to invite somebody on.
Because that network,
if he'll be willing to talk about it,
but that network is powerful.
Yeah.
So I thought about it, but I was just like, man, I got my boys. Like, we good. Yeah. We look out for each other. We know it. I know your mama. You know my mama. We good. And that's Miami Boys Weekend. We had a club Friday. Saturday, we usually bring artists from Miami and basically provide that platform in Tallahassee. So last year we had Bushy B, Mike Smith, Lil Dread, Major Nine. And it was crazy because we wanted the City Girls, but they was already booked. And when Major Nine got on the stage, like, he cut the music and FaceTimed them, and they performed the song through FaceTime. And the moon was like, you couldn't walk in the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, when the owner of the moon was like, you would have thought this was homecoming with so many people.
So is it ticketed events, or how is everything work?
We sell tickets for every event, pool party. The pool party used to be free until about 3-4 years ago. We gave that free experience out too much, so we started charging for it.
And where do you have the pool party?
Different locations. Like, if you see our shirt, Art the Base designed our shirt. And
yeah, I like that shirt. When I saw it, I was like, is that Bebe's Kids?
And a lot of people, he was inspired by the Freaknik design.
Yes, definitely gives me, that's why I thought Bebe's Kids, because of the bright colors and the 90s feel to it.
And a lot of people compare Miami Boys Weekend to, they call it the new Freaknik, because the city of Tallahassee wanted to stop it. And you can't stop something with good energy and good vibes, so we kept it going.
So it's the pool party, the club, and what else?
Pool
we
party,
gonna have the governor there next year.
Yeah, I reached out to his campaign this year. I was like, yo, I know it's kind of ratchet, but these the people we need to wake up, and these
vote.
the people we want to vote.
And do a fundraiser and do a party with a purpose.
Yeah. We tried. I sent a lot of emails out trying to get them. We wanted to do a fish fry / voters drive, but you never know, it'll happen.
Hey, we still got time. We ain't need to talk off the air because I want to do something.
All right.
Most definitely.
The pool party changed. Whoever will allow us to rent out their venue, because the pool, like, last year we went viral. Like, we had people drive down from Chicago, Detroit to Tallahassee.
Yeah.
People driving down to Tallahassee for a pool party. And it was very...
Wait, so what happens at this pool party? Are the performers
Everybody
at the
gets in the
pool
water.
party?
No, the performers are at the club. The pool party is...
The pool party is
come
a vibe.
to the pool party and enjoy. And we're known for jumping in the water with all your clothes on, shoes on. Like, every year...
Are people push it in?
You're not going in against your will.
Yeah.
But after a while, the girls end up jumping in themselves because it's so much, like, it's fun. Like, the last 2 years, I really haven't jumped in like that. Just been my nephews, they were jumping off like into the water. But it's I'll show you the videos.
How many people attend?
Easy.
This year the max at recess was about 1,200 or something capacity, and the police told us we couldn't allow nobody else in.
Oh wow! So you got a couple of thousand people.
And when I looked out into College Town, that's around Florida State, the police had blocked the streets off for us, and was a block party for about an hour after the party upstairs was shut down. So It's a big event, and somebody called it Homecoming Part 2 because it's the last weekend of the semester.
When?
So after everyone is in April, it's the last weekend.
Okay.
So after you're done with right before finals, the last turn up is Miami Boys weekend. So you have homecoming in the fall, you have Miami Boys weekend in the spring. So I just wanted to keep elevating so we could provide more scholarships, more, because it is a party with a purpose. And I love 2K.
That's what I was thinking. You guys put me in the mind of 2K.
I love 2K. I love what they're doing, but I tell them all the time, like,
them boys been on.
let's go. Like, we want to go for the best pool party in the state. We could go toe to toe, but I love their movement because their movement is really inspiration. Them and Revel, like the promo.
Yeah,
I always tell our team, like,
the entertainment, they got everything.
We got to step our game up.
Yeah.
Every year, every event, they're elevating. So
They're
we
my
got
clients. We've done 2 events with them.
We got to elevate too. So I love them, but I tell them all the time, like, yo, we could go pound for pound for the best pool party in the state of Florida.
That's what's up. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
That'd be good, you know.
2 weeks ago, we were in Orlando, so this the 10th year, so we trying something. It was like, people asked for it. Like, can you bring it to Miami?
We working on it. All I'm going to say is we working on it.
But we took it to Orlando. It was a good turnout. With Daytona is asking for it, Miami, Atlanta, and what we really want to do Puerto Rico.
Oh, like a destination. Now, I'll go to that one.
Tell everybody to book a flight. We go to Puerto Rico and have fun.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So this is like your side.
Yeah, you got to be balanced.
Become the main thing, or is your passion still teaching?
My passion is teaching, but if I could bring my people together and there's never no violence and I can find a way to help and give back to my community while bringing my people together, I could throw a party, an event. I love having fun.
Yeah.
And we could have fun with a purpose, and we could have fun without violence.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I lived during the Pac Jam.
Yeah.
Like, my generation, we was having jams up top, and we'll come to the city for a jam, and it would always end in gunshots.
Gunshots, yeah.
We didn't have Pac Jam. I wish we had a place where we could go vibe, and we didn't have that. So anytime we could throw an event or have an event where everybody just enjoying themselves, I'm down for it.
Well, you created that, and I love the scholarship angle to it. You got some other like really cool things that you're working on too.
Yeah, the Roots Black House with the Roots Collective.
Yeah, Roots.
Yeah, Danny
Shout
is
out Danny.
Danny is working his ass off, and I wouldn't want another business partner like a guy like Danny that's nonstop. I gotta tell him sometimes, yo, chill out.
I love Danny.
Like, we're gonna get it done, just chill. But Roots Black House is gonna be print shop, a creative space, a team work hub. We're working on teaching the neighborhood youth how to use Photoshop.
Nice. Is that separate from the storefront though?
No, it's going to be inside the storefront.
It's going to be inside the storefront.
So the storefront is just going to be a real black hub of creativity, where you guys are going to shoot one of your episodes inside the black hub.
Y'all know we coming. Y'all know we coming over there.
We coming, but you know, when you said storefront, I'm thinking you're selling the Roots Collective shirts.
We will be selling those.
We'll be selling them, but
okay,
but it's going to be a hub.
It's going to be a hub.
Oh, okay.
We're going to have a real print shop in the back. If you want to purchase Roots clothing, that'll be in the front. We'll be highlighting other local designers also. But
so you have a showroom.
We also have a workspace in the front, and that's going to be for the students and teens in the neighborhood where they could come in, and Danny and others are teaching Photoshop.
What area you guys going to be in?
7th and
7th and 55th.
5505 Northwest 7th Avenue. You can pass by now, you see it's the Black House.
It's Black House.
So y'all open?
We ain't open yet, but
not yet, but it's coming.
It's coming.
When? Can you give us a time period?
We was gonna say Basil weekend, but we're gonna come before that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
end
of this year will be you guys will be
Black
open.
House.
You may need to bring you back one and let us know.
Follow Roots Collective on Instagram, and just we're coming, and I think it's gonna be something big for the community. I hope Munch can come in there and teach the kids some.
Man, you know, I'm
audio,
in there, man.
visual.
I'm just waiting on, I had to get right for a minute. You know how that go. But
like I told you the other
we
day, this is the year. Like whatever seeds we planting, it's time to execute.
Yeah, we there.
It's the year.
Know? So
if we don't execute,
you slipping.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
Folding. And I think we mean too much to our communities to not execute. So.
Exactly.
Speaking of community, I met you during Munch and Valencia's Hurricane Drive in Opelika. I was here.
That was the first time?
Yeah, I've always heard of you through an old friend.
I thought y'all met during Life Collective.
That was my first time.
Okay.
No, we have never met. I always heard about you. And I heard like some rumblings that you may run for office. Is that any in Opelika? Is that any truth to that?
Politics is, I can see myself running. I don't know what it'd be in Opelika, but I can see myself running.
Yeah.
For office.
I mean,
I want to make a difference, and if I can make a difference in a political seat, I know I'd be true to my people. I'd be true to my community. So I'll definitely consider running for office. But I always tell people it's timing.
Yeah.
I don't want to jump into anything and I'm not prepared. And some people are like, oh, you won't know you're prepared until you do it. I know when I'm prepared.
Like you want to know. You ain't gonna just do it because the bitch tell you to do it.
So, but it's definitely on the table.
All right.
Definitely on the table. And we'll win too. Just to let whoever we run against know that once you see the name on the ballot.
Just turn it. Just throwing the red. They throwing the white flag. That's what they say. Throwing the white flag.
Let me just let me get my papers back.
Throwing the white flag. Don't even waste your money, dog.
I actually found out about a position 2 months ago. I was like, damn, I wish I knew about it a year ago. I would have ran.
Oh, for real?
I would have ran. This year, I would have ran. But that's why I say I want to be prepared. Because there's a lot of positions out there that make real decisions for our community. Yeah. Got a lot of people, they're on the ballot. A lot of them, they're not on the ballot because no one's running against them. Yeah. So it's a lot of ways to make a difference. So politics is definitely, and my students tell me all the time, we'll vote for you. So I say, all right. I wait 5 years.
Yeah, that's perfect time.
All my students will be eligible voters.
Yeah, dog.
Let's go.
Right.
That's my campaign team right there.
Who had that same?
Steve.
Yeah,
Dr. Gallen.
5 years, all of my students, they'll be eligible voters, and they'll trust me. You walk into Westview if you want talking about Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas don't have to do nothing. Those students will make sure they got Mr. Thomas back, and I tell them I need them to have my back. So when I go out in the community and I want to take all my students to see Black Panther, it happens.
You did that?
Oh yeah, we took 257 students to see Black Panther. We took shout out to Phil and the Dream Defenders. We was able to take 150 students to see A Wrinkle in Time. I took a lot of my kids to Virginia Key Beach last year, and it's crazy for a kid to be raised in Miami and never been to the beach.
What?
I may get in trouble for this, so I'm going to look at the camera. I let the kids get in the water, too. I don't care. I let them get in the water. Roll your uniform pants up, take your shoes and socks off, and go fill that salt water. Because how can you
imagine, like, that the feeling
growing up in Miami and never being, like, Mr. Thomas, it's salt water? Like, yes, get in the water.
That's but so crazy.
That you live in Miami,
middle school, 8th grade, 13, never been to the 14, beach. 12
you
years old.
To the historic beach.
Yeah, and
historic
we
Black beach.
Before we went, we did a lesson in class about Virginia Key. Once we got there, we did a tour. They had a few speakers, and what's the guy over it? So I enjoy. He really did a good job with the kids. A tall black guy. I forgot his name.
In Virginia Key.
I think he sits on the trust. The Virginia Key Trust,
I don't
the
even
board.
know his name. Real tall dude?
Yeah, black dude. Pick.
Is it Pickney or Kemp?
I think the son of Edna.
And he Pickney, yeah.
But the kids, we got in the water. Let's get in the water.
That's dope though, because the one thing I like is how you bring it local. You know what I mean? And because a lot of times what happens is we don't know our local history. Like we sitting here at Tribe, right, in Overtown on 3rd Avenue. Across from Jackson's Soul Food, and right over here is Dorsey Rooming House. Dorsey House is right there, and then you got the other rooming house that's right by it. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know. And the old head, he say, "You from town?" I say, "Nah, I ain't from town. I'm from the city." He said, "Man, only people from town should know that." But he say, You know, he didn't say we should know it, but he said a lot of people
student.
should know it. You know what I mean? And he said a lot of young cats from around here, you know, around these pods, man, they don't really know their history like that. You know, so I think it's uber important. You know, especially as as a history teacher, I'm always like, dog, that shit was dope as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just, it's one thing to say history is important, but then when you bring it to their backyard and say this shit was built by black people. Yeah. You know, we talk about Black Miami. We got the book up here. So yeah, another book. I got a few up here. We'll talk.
I'm taking that book with me too. And my students will be using that book, Black History Month.
Yeah, he wanted the world. He wanted the world more concrete. So a world more concrete is over there, and it basically talks about. World More Concrete talks about
that's a great one.
Liberty City, but not Liberty City, just Miami. South Florida in general.
The one you was just looking at.
Yeah. I need that.
Black Miami talks. That's Marvin Dunn's work. I'm trying to get Marvin Dunn on the show too as well.
I just want to be a
he got some
sponge
stuff coming.
in the audience when he's up here.
Yeah.
Like FAMU, my 12th grade year, I had 12th grade senior year. Senior year at FAMU. As a history education major, it's basically a double major, and we had to get a project, and I did overtime, and the only research, the best research was from Marvin Dunn. And I was like, we got this guy amongst us, and I never heard why throughout my matriculation at Dade County Public Schools I didn't learn about this guy. So I didn't learn about this information.
Gallon, I'm telling you now, bro, that's one thing we gonna push for. Local, and we history.
we have a section on the social science days schools. We have a section called local history. Yeah, but it's just on the website. I can honestly,
it's no paperwork. It's no
pacing guide. You don't see none of that in the pacing guide. Why? Because in February, when it's time to take, when it's Black History Month,
is test time.
It's already
it's
already testing. It's writing testing. So very little Black history real lessons are happening if it's not proactive by the teacher.
Exactly.
And my students, we do local history. I'm gonna have a parent complain to me, why you gave her Betty T. Ferguson? Why you couldn't give her Rosa Parks? I'll be like, ma'am,
because you need to know who Betty T. Ferguson is.
And she was mad because I had her daughter call in the city of Miami Gardens. I say, that's how you do research.
Yeah.
If you can't find it on the internet, call.
Yeah.
Call the city of Miami Gardens. Do you guys have any information on Betty T. Ferguson? And she was transferred a few times, but the little girl learned a key research skill.
and that's businesses for life, and you know what I'm saying. And we don't understand that. You know, we're not taught. You know, the first part of business is not after you got your idea, the next thing you got to do is research.
Yeah,
competition, who in the market, and if you don't have those needed research skills, it's going to take you longer to one, get started, if you get started, and then two, to be successul. You feel me?
But I told you, Black History Month this year.
Yeah, we something. We just gonna wait. We ain't gonna announce it right now. But once we get out this L, we gonna talk about it. I was waiting, because I know Janae gonna love it.
Yeah, something real special.
Real.
What,
good.
for Black History Month?
Yeah.
All right.
We will be in the schools with.
Yeah. Just know it's gonna be dope.
Is it something I could get the exclusive on?
Yeah, you got the exclusive. You just don't know it.
All right.
You are a part of it. You are a major part of it.
I want to know.
We can't release it on the show, so we just gonna wrap this shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's been good, Zaybo. Holla at my dog. It's always good to have people that I know.
Munch is my motivation.
Don't say that, man.
Yeah,
I be paying attention to your ass.
But you my motivation. I'd be like, yo, I'm tired of this shit. I'd be like, Munch still going hard.
Bruh.
I can't fold if Munch still, we came into this together.
Yeah, literally. I remember, I said this on the show before, but remember when Trayvon Martin, and it's so crazy that's literally the time when both of us was
house was silent. We was just sitting.
We was just sitting there, bruh. I remember, I think I was unemployed. Ranso was unemployed.
I was unemployed. I was working at Tino Abound, but I couldn't get a job as a teacher.
Yeah,
when I first came.
So imagine that 3 black men unemployed, 3 brilliant ass black men. We used to sit there and watch fucking documentaries on the big screen about African history and
we
shit.
Had a movie projector.
We had a big ass projector. We used to have we damn near had lectures at Big Grand.
Vincent sponsored the movement for
you know what I'm saying? He really did, and we grew from there. And after the Trayvon Martin trial, I remember Zaybo getting in the group text and saying, "Bro, we gotta do something." And shit, you talking to a nigga like me, I was like, well, shit, I want to do something, but I'm like, what the fuck do we do? Like, I want to go knock off Zimmerman. Fuck the bullshit. Like,
that's what I want to do.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck I want to do. But
we went to the courthouse.
But we went to the courthouse and we
downtown.
And you know, we had cats like Perez P. I always shout him out, and I fucks with him for that because it's not a lot of people gonna sit. You know, they cared about their careers. And he was like, nah, you know, and that let me know where he stood, you know, as far as like moral, like character and stuff like that. But yeah, we walked around. Shit, we ain't just sit on the steps. We walked around downtown with signs.
We
like
did Aventura,
and we was in Aventura.
We wanted to go to their neighborhoods, and like that's when I knew like my dogs got my back and I got their back because we were out there.
We was out there, mind you. We was out there in all black now.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole thing.
And
it
they
was
were
like,
looking at us like
it was the blackout.
Yeah,
it was called a blackout, and we was out there in all black, like bruh, hot ass summer sun. Okay, like this wasn't no cool shit.
Yeah, much my motivation, man. Him, V, Danny, Phil. Like I look sometimes, be like, yo, I can't slow down if they still.
I mean, but you and I always push for people to do what they do in the capacity
I say it all the time. All us stay in our lane and master our lane and do what we do in our lane. And when it's time to merge, we'll be more effective.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Because it's so effective, especially like now with writers. And I'd say this to Janae, like I'm sitting here looking, I'm researching 24/7, looking at media and Knight Foundation, Pew Research, and they talking about how effective and how important, especially in this day and age, how important hyperlocal news is. And that's why I remember I was like pushing, like, no, this shit is important because I had did the research and I was looking and I was like, if we don't have our own voice, because imagine if we would have had enough articles on said to get out the web. Look, bro, don't what I'm saying?
When that shit happened and we just fucking drown them
with this is what this man did, and I felt some type of way, but I called said, you feel me? And I told said, I don't know, I didn't know that you even live that life. Now I probably had a hint of it, but that shit don't matter. And I called him on the phone. I said, yo, I'm still voting for you. You know what I mean? Because I think we, I've evolved, and I think everybody
definitely evolved,
and I think everybody else needs to evolve, and that's, going back to what we were saying earlier, with the Haitian thing, like I think all of us in Miami, we need to get out this fucking bubble. You know what I mean?
Stronger together.
And we only stronger together. And I see it like, and it hurts me a lot of times because I'm in La Haiti. But when and I tell them I'm a cold cut Yank. I'm American as they come. My parents from the country, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But I got motherfuckers that, I got crackers in my family that was killing crack other white people. You feel me? For I got I got aunties, great aunts that was Native Americans that got lynched. You know what I'm saying? So I can't tell you. That's my story. I can't tell you, but I wasn't Haitian. I wasn't from the Caribbean. I don't have that, that same history. So it's like when I go over there and it's like this, I'm not saying it's a disconnect, but it's like, oh, Munch, you cool because they know I come from a place. I'm like, you got to understand it's more of us that really respect, 1804. You know what I mean? Like straight up 1803 to be exact. You know what I'm saying? And what y'all did is a lot of people who respect these different cultures. And we just have to, I guess, evolve and grow to the point where, like, let's just move past some of this stuff. Like, we were ignorant, and it takes a few years ago. I don't know if you remember this, but I did like a open letter to the Haitian community on Facebook, and I was just like, I'm sorry.
I think I remember it.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna take that on the string of everybody because we ain't gonna get nowhere until that happens. Like they splitting us. Like for instance, remember, that's the same thing they did during the election. What's the main thing when Trump got in office? Who the first people that we blamed? Oh, we blamed the Zoes because they didn't vote for Hillary. They didn't vote for Hillary, but you gotta understand, in their country, Hillary was a fucking animal. You know what I'm saying? She was a fucking terrorist.
And
so,
not to cut you off, but the Dottie Joseph and the Roy Hardiman campaign,
I ain't like it, and I'm gonna speak on it.
And it kind of went to the Haitians versus.
Yeah, it went to Haitians versus black.
And I was like, come on, no.
And that's what it was. And,
don't do this.
And I'm Dottie won. And mainly I'm gonna tell you why Dottie. I'm gonna tell you. This is my thing, and I said this on the live the other day when I was with V. One thing I know about Roy. When shit hits the fan, there's one person I know. I ain't even gotta fucking call him. Is Roy. Roy might not make the best decisions. He may not be your career fucking politician. But when that hurricane hit and it's a need, state representative was down here. He wasn't politicking. When them damn gun violence, when them kids getting killed, he was there. You know, and I'm getting a little choked up because I know how much work that man genuinely give a fuck. It's not you got career politicians who they sit in they fucking silos and they come out and they wave their fucking hand and they go back and they feel like they higher than high and mighty. This the same man that, you know what I'm saying, still run Model City, and still is fighting for Liberty City. And I see a lot of myself when I look at Roy, because a lot of people don't listen to Roy, but Roy be right most of the time. But it's his how he come off, his delivery. Now, when Dottie came and hollered at me, and I'm just gonna say this, but because I don't have no problem, I don't care about relationships like that. But because I'm gonna be honest, like a good friend of mine, I'm not gonna name, but a good friend of mine was working on her campaign, and she came and stepped to me to give her opportunity, which at that time we was finna line up before I had my little situation. We was finna line up Gillum and Dottie and all the rest of them, right? So I sat down and had a conversation with her. This was at the Avon's Ensemble. This was the same time that Philip Levine did not want to sit on the panel at the same time with Gillum, for the record. But the Haitian American,
that's why lost.
Yeah, that's why he lost. It was because the Haitian American community, I got a video from him, but the Haitian American community had a panel, and this is when I was saying, is no panels in District 2. Nobody's coming in District 2. That's why I say, or District 3. In the city, we ain't have no panels. Everybody else, Miami Gardens had their panel for who they wanted. Everybody had they panels. District 2, District 3, unincorporated Miami-Dade, City of Miami. No, you didn't get nothing. And I said, that's on me, that's on V. Cause I took full responsibility because I seen the hole. I said, that's on me. But at the time, I was like, I got to take care of me. I can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, just to go back to that, like Dottie came and had a conversation with me, and I'm sitting there, and it just seemed like everything she was saying, I kept trying to ask her about, like, what's your policy, dog? Like, I don't care, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be unbiased as much as possible. I'll try. But if everything you came to me, my first impression was, I'm just gonna run Roy in the dirt. You feel me? And it was a lot of slander towards Roy. So, in my personal opinion, no. To the Haitian community, I'm gonna say this in the camera. To the Haitian community, no, I was not going against y'all. I know that's who y'all wanted to put up. But if she came to me and she wanted to down talk somebody who has put more than enough dollars, time, blood, sweat, and tears into my city on my side, then yeah, I got a problem with that. And I told her right then and there, run your race. I want to know about the policy. I can care less about Roy. I know what Roy gonna do when he get up in that seat. I want to know what the fuck you gonna do. Mm-hmm. And that's what it is at the end of the day, and she won. Congratulations. That's how I see it. Like, you won. Most people, they don't like to, they get paid by these politicians, so they don't like to say shit. But fuck it, I ain't getting paid by none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I give you, this just be real. This trapping ain't dead. This is essentially radio, right? This free publicity. I'm just putting the context. You know what I'm saying? And everybody try to act like, oh, that ain't. No, y'all get a free opportunity to our audience to say what y'all need to say. But when you say it, don't make this. I'm not finna be like a tit for tat. I don't want my show to be, or our show to be, like a tit for tat like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? Where it's just, I'm just gonna down talk and debate, and we got real serious issues that we need to deal with in our community. That's why I stay praising people like Matthew Pygott, with Opalaka, because not only is he's giving you damn near update every 2 weeks. On what the fuck is going on in Opalaka, and it's changing the rapport of Opalaka. So kudos to Matt because he always listens. We gonna get Matt on the show.
He's very transparent.
Very transparent.
In a city that's so murky.
Yeah, you know,
Muddy.
and he low key just shitted on the whole board. I ain't even finna flex. Like when he did the last situation, did you follow the last situation that happened?
What, with the city manager?
The city manager, man, they wanted to fire the city manager. Mind you, Matt came in the game, and when the city manager was about to, you know, get it, he was a new city manager. He let them know what the city manager job was from jump. People need to know that. Mm-hmm. How many times is the politician telling you exactly what their job is? Mm-hmm. You know, and that's what we need. You know, just like Andrew Gillum when he came down to the Avon's Ensemble panel. He literally was doing more educating about, look, it's not just about voting for me. Like, bruh, it's community panels y'all could be on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That has a lot of control and a lot of boards that we need people on, you know, to get actively. And it said, you know, and to me, I was like, I need to do more. Mm-hmm. You know, I used to not want to be on the boards, but I'm like, that's the table.
Yeah, I told myself that too.
That's the fucking table.
Board this year.
Yeah, that's the table. So anybody want me to be on their board, you know, to cut up and be radical, unapologetic, and you know, you don't have a problem with that, then holler at me. But if y'all on that sucker shit, keep that same energy over there.
Oh, yeah.
I want on that millennial task force the county got.
Yeah. Yeah. It's now my only thing with shout out to Moses, we gonna bring him on too. Mm-hmm. And Alexis and they got a millennial task force. It's very interesting, but the thing is,
Moses ain't soft.
No, here's the thing. Here's the no, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna speak.
I like it.
To a couple meetings that I went. It's a good initiative because it was literally an appointment by the mayor.
Oh yeah.
This is something like this official. Like they sit on the dais like and have their meetings, right? So it's a pretty dope opportunity. But the thing is when you got a big board, and remember that board represents 13 different districts. You got 13 different opinions. 13, you know, and you can't. It's hard to move and get shit passed. So for me, I was like, I'll come to the meetings I don't need to be on the board for that. But I know my voice is respected because I need to back up the people that's representing my district. So Jonathan Moses represents the mayor. John Beaudre represents Overtown. You know, you know that around that district. I want to say, yeah, that's Barbara Jordan. No, not Barbara Jordan, but who's in Overtown? Goddamn, I can't think of it. But he is Beaudre, and then Alexis is on that board. Maya Passmore is on that board. So
we don't give her no shine here.
Yeah, well, you know, you know.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh,
who is that?
I don't know.
So yeah, like I said, so it's a lot of people on the board.
I said what I said.
I think her name is Rebecca Monson.
Rebecca from the New Tropics, she's on there.
Yeah, she's on the board too. So like
that sounds interesting. Send me some details on that.
Yeah.
I stay in unincorporated district.
No, exactly. And we need more people in the unincorporated district because all I'm gonna say is the people who are on the other side who think that they know more than Jonathan Moses, who is the chair of the board. You know, and one issue, and I'm gonna speak on it.
I feel like we need to go into one of their meetings.
No, we do.
Bogart that shit.
No, I just want to go and sit in and see what's going on.
Look, it don't be nobody in the shit. I'm just gonna be honest.
Do we even know when they meet?
They meet. I want to say it's the second Monday. It's public record though. I want to say it's like the second week of the month.
Let's go.
You know, and
let's
we
plan a field trip, y'all.
Yeah, no, we going.
I'm down.
We going. But here's the thing: they wanted to do a listening tour, and you remember this board is the board that they make recommendations to the mayor on behalf of millennials.
Yeah,
this is what that is.
We are going.
So they wanted to do a listening tour, and half of the board was like, "Fuck, we need to do a listening tour for it." And I'm like, "So y'all just gonna do the same shit that everybody else been doing? Y'all gonna be career politicians too, and sit on the board and not listen to nobody, and y'all make decisions for the whole and don't listen?" And after the meeting, I kind of like, you know, once I came in late and they gave me a chance to speak, and I just said my two pieces. Like, look, I'd rather y'all give people, you know, y'all been on this dais. I want y'all to go pull this tape up and look at yourselves and hear how y'all sound, especially the black ones that came out their mouth crazy. You know, and a couple of them, y'all cool with me, but you know, I'm one of them. You know, I'm being diplomatic right now. You know, I'm learning. I ain't giving y'all all my energy too much. I got other shit to do.
Like everyone who's in politics or planning to be in politics that look like me, under the age of 35, go listen to Larry Hoover and Jay Prince interview.
Yeah. On where?
If you have Tidal, Jay Prince book is on Tidal, and it's called Larry Hoover Parts 1 through 4. And if you could YouTube it. YouTube Larry Hoover jail interview with Jay Prince. Because we tend to get into this, I know, I'm better, I'm educated. But we ain't gonna win shit if we don't get the streets.
Yeah, I say this shit all the time.
Totally agree.
We ain't gonna change shit. We ain't gonna do shit.
Nothing.
If we don't, he called it the apathetic vote. But if we don't get our people that I'm in the office on Friday, day shift with them, and they like, man, I don't give a fuck about voting.
Yeah.
If we don't get them like, yo, I need to vote. Yo, I need to know what's going on in my community.
Yeah.
We ain't changing.
And
it's gonna be the same cycle.
And people keep looking at me like I'm crazy, and they wonder why I'm
for them to
pitching,
say
like,
no listening tour, go listen. Go sit in the flea.
Yeah, and listen to these people and tell them.
Go to the park on Saturday.
They trying to create a new Miami. That's pretty much what it is.
That new Miami done been floating around for a long. You ain't creating no new
Miami. You feel me?
Miami gonna be here if you don't got that bread to stop some gentrification. Then you better adapt.
Exactly.
But go listen to that. We could probably end on that one much.
Larry Hoover.
If they ain't listen to Larry Hoover, Jay Prince,
I gotta go listen to that. My damn self.
go listen to it. Yeah. And Larry Hoover gave a game plan where we ain't gonna black people as a whole in this nation.
Yeah, but you know that's always been me and you thing. Like we got
to be the bridge.
We was the bridge. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, you know what? As much as I don't like being in front of, I like being behind the scenes. But I said I gotta do Trapping Ain't Dead because ain't nobody talking about this shit. Ain't nobody knowing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, we got to do it. That's why if you look, Peace in the Hood, local Miami, that's Uncle Al. He had the streets. If you listen to this album, he say, man, let's put the guns down, dog. And I know for a fact if we get them, because that's the vote that ain't get counted. They don't get counted in the AP polls and all that shit. That's why every time we shock the world, that's because we wasn't even counted in the first place.
It was a guy right before the mayor, our future governor Gillum, walked upstairs here at Tribe. We were me, Dentrell, and Sco. We was talking to his camp outside. I forgot the guy's name, but
light skin.
Yeah,
Philip.
And I told them like, yo,
shout out to Philip.
It's
Jerez,
all
man.
good to be here and Tribe. I say walk down to Gibson. Walk down to that part where them Jits wilding.
Them Jits wilding at. They at that part right now.
Like, that's the vote that's gonna win. I say Obama had everybody and their mom out, and that's the type of energy we gonna need to win in November.
Trust me, I already we don't worry about it. I told him, I said, man, look, I had some things I had to take care of, but we got a lot of work to do. You know, a lot of work to do from it. It's a lot of plans. We gonna talk after the show, but yeah, man, let's wrap this thing. You know, it's been good. You know, Zaybo.
Oh yeah, I'm going home to watch some college football.
No NFL.
You know how I feel about that boycotting. It's hard for me.
It's hard for you
when you grew up in football in Miami. It's in your blood. Yeah. Like it's in your blood. So I tried the boycott thing. I told myself like, yo, I really fuck with Cap.
Yeah.
I really fuck with the game of football.
Yeah.
Like, I fuck with the game.
Yeah.
Like, and for me not to watch, it's hard for me not to sit there and watch Antonio Brown and
that's probably been the thing that I've been missing out on. Like my boy Freeman, Devontae and fucking Levante David. When I seen him at Summer Realm, he was like, damn, dog, I ain't seen him in a minute. I'm like, bruh, keep doing what the fuck you doing. I don't want to see you.
Like, and Teddy on his way back.
Teddy on his way back. And
for me to say, nah, I ain't watching. Like,
yeah.
I fuck with Cap, but I'm watching my football.
It was hard, but I ain't gonna lie. I ain't been watching. I've been sticking to it. I ain't been watching, but that's based on my schedule.
I'm getting dragged to the Beyonce concert, right, in Houston.
Yeah.
So I was like, football, Dallas. But I told myself, all right, it's one thing watching football. It's another thing to pay my money
to go
sit
support
in Cowboy Stadium. So I ain't gonna
especially in
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones shit.
And his little son. But yeah. And I watch it another way, try to beat them out their ratings, but I'm watching my football.
I feel you. Oh, shout out.
I won't pay no money.
No, this is what we gonna do.
I always try to go to 2-3 NFL games. We all went to the Jets game last year. That was fun in New York. But I told
that's another thing. Gino was at the Jets.
It's hard.
It's especially when you got people that close.
Yeah, we're gonna cut. We ain't gonna spend so much with the NFL. We'll cut back because y'all really trying us. But
yeah. I respect
I'm
that.
watching football. Like I can't lie and say I'm boycotting. I'm not. Nah, I'm watching. I wish I could be like.
I think mine's is just my schedule. So Sundays I work already anyway, so I'm not sitting. And then most times I'm like trying to.
Sunday's my real relaxed day.
Like, that's
no
Monday
church,
for me.
No nothing. That's just Zaybo day. I wake up, it's a quiet house, wait for some football to come on. So.
I feel you. That's my rest day too.
Fuck with you, Cap. Fuck with you, Eric Reed, but I'm watching my football. I was playing Madden last night, and I heard a little. I love the game.
What you gonna do? Can't do nothing about that.
Can't do nothing. Like I was playing tackle football since 4.
Yeah, I know, right? A
4
lot of
years
us.
old. They changed my birth certificate so I could play.
A lot of us.
So
dog.
that game is something.
It's embedded in us. Like, trust me when I say it takes a lot for me not to like. Sometimes, don't get me wrong. Like my brother, he watches sports religiously, right? Cause he be betting and shit. But he really be he really be watching that shit. Like he a basketball head more than he is football, but he watched sports. And they have my mom, avid Dolphin fan, but she'll tell you that motherfucker ain't looking at no TV. It's been rough because when my friends on TV, I want to see AB go bomb a nigga and dance in the end zone. I want to see
it's hard.
Like Super Bowl. I ain't gonna flex. When Vontae went to the Super Bowl, that's the only game I watched that year. Cause I was like, nah, I'm gonna watch a nigga that literally was under me and fucking made it. He did something I couldn't do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna support that shit. So yeah, I don't know. It is what it is.
Football, schmoball. I don't watch it.
You watch basketball?
I'm not a big sports person.
She a history nut like us.
I watch some of that, and I love black sitcoms and black movies and that type of stuff. And black series.
Not cheesy.
What's cheesy? I love Insecure, Power. She's gotta have it.
I can't.
I love all my black sitcoms.
Power was the first television series you
got into.
Yeah, I'm not a TV person. I'm sports. Like I'm watching stuff now. Like people be like, watch Insecure. I'd be like, I'm 2 seasons, 3 seasons.
Well, now that I'm in film school, I gotta watch a lot of this stuff.
Are you in film school?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm in film school and I'm also it's double majoring actually. It's kind of crazy, but it is what it is.
Do that shit much?
Yeah, I got I got a lot of goals to smash by the time January hit. So.
Oh, y'all follow Francis Fritters also.
Yeah, Francis Fritters.
Before we leave,
Francis who?
Francis Fritters on Instagram.
Francis Fritters.
Francis_Fritters. That's my mom. That's the best comp fritters in
best comp fritters. Hey, I don't know.
You can ask the state.
Shelly, you ever had? See, you ain't had Miss Shelly though.
Nah.
Miss Shelly might.
I'm gonna put my house on my mama.
Hey, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But she trying to get your old girl a run for money, dog.
Moms, we got something real special coming with moms. Like moms, it's mom's time now. She put in her work. It's time. Francis Fritters.
All right. Well, how can people find you on social media?
Oh, Zaybo 777 37. It's God's number. That's me.
That's on Instagram.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Isaiah Thomas. I don't really.
That's a basketball name.
That's my name. Facebook, Isaiah Thomas. I be on Facebook. Facebook is the real world, man. You gotta tread lightly on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. But you see, I be on. That's my little shit. That's why I be like,
Facebook.
You see, I made a post.
Well, like I tell that you can't fake it on there.
You can't fake it on Facebook.
Why you say that?
Cause your name there.
Your grandma, your auntie, your cousins, everybody on there. Fake if you want to. Look. Your family gonna call you out.
What was so funny to me?
Can't fake on Facebook.
What was so
Go
funny?
to Instagram with all that faking.
Yeah, exactly. What was so funny to me is my aunt Yvonne follows me, right? Probably one of my only family members that do outside of Jackson.
My whole family.
Outside of Jackson, like my Jacksonville family, you know, on my dad's side, like my cousin Victor and them, they follow me, and they older. Mm-hmm. But my aunt, like, it's funny because I'll say some shit, and usually, you know, but I know my aunt, used to be an activist back in the day. She be giving me pointers, like, if you gonna say this, say it this way.
What, on social media?
Yeah, she be like,
my auntie don't play.
But it's been good, man. I appreciate you for coming through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Vibing with us.
This was fun. We will be doing an episode at the Black House.
Yes.
No, we gonna do it. It's already in the works. I'm waiting for Danny to give me an official date. You know,
yeah.
We already talked about it.
Danny,
you know that boy.
Shout out to Danny with his Instagram post. That boy was asked out. Boy was asked out on Instagram. I never thought I'd have to block one of my dogs.
What he did?
He was getting in touch with nature. He was butt naked.
I want to see.
He was butt naked.
But you really couldn't see.
You couldn't see.
It was the back of him, but you knew he was. I'm like, everything.
First of all, who took this?
I never thought I'd block one of my dogs.
It was a nice view. It was nice scenery, but
we didn't need it.
We need that.
I want to know who took the picture, Danny. You know, and I need to go see this picture. Then y'all don't need to. I can go see Danny fine ass.
Knowing Danny set a time
on that bitch
and put his phone in the bushes.
Yep.
You got to get the best.
That is the real life Tarzan to me,
y'all
dog.
Y'all funny,
that's
Danny. I'll take that picture next time, baby.
I told you, man. That's the real life Tarzan, dog.
I hope he ain't got no girlfriend. I'm just playing, girl.
Nah, he open.
I'm just playing.
It's open season.
All right, but then maybe I'm not playing. No,
you heard it, Danny.
You heard it, Danny. You hear it first.
He gonna kill me. Here it is. Man, Munch, how can the people find you on social media?
Man, all like minds. I'm gonna do like you. That's what I'm pushing right now. Mm-hmm. All like minds media. ALLIKEMINDS. MEDIA. You know, where can they find you, Janae? You thought I was gonna start with the old bug. I see you.
Not forget me this time. No, you did good. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Hilo News. That's HYLONEWS. And you can follow me on my personal pages as well, Janae Tate, JANEYTATE. And you can find it in the comments, not in the comments, on the post as well. So what?
Follow Trappin' Ain't Dead.
Yes, we gotta plug that more.
You know what I'm saying? Trappin' Ain't Dead.
Follow the podcast.
A few announcements. We are on Spotify.
Trappin' Ain't Dead.
You know, exactly. That's where it came from. So, Trappin' Ain't Dead is definitely on Spotify. We on iHeart. We on SoundCloud. We still working out the kinks with iTunes. They really don't. They don't want this real shit on now. They hating on me. We getting a few different other spots too, but mainly if you're working out and you know you just need something empowering, pro-black to listen to, you know, go on Spotify and just check it out.
Yeah. Welcome back.
And we out, bitch.
Good night.